Good morning and happy Friday. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Be Your Own Hero Show. Hero is an acronym. It means helping everyone reaps optimism. And I just remembered I did not get Rev Mel's acronym. What's it? Mm, I'm sorry. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I will get it. Power. I think the P is power. The P is for power. P is for power. That's enough for now. All right, so welcome to the Be Your Own Hero Show. I'm your host. I'm Sacred Wrights. I am an author and a motivational speaker, an inspirational speaker. Ashe, Ashe. And just a reminder that I am not a personal trainer, nor am I a financial advisor. If I spark something within you, take it and run. Take it and run. All right, shout out to New Thought Media Network. Thanks to shout out to New Thought shout out to New Thought Media Network. Thank you for for from breathing life into this thing, for allowing me to be a man who's coming about from a stroke, who's coming around from a stroke and still able to grow, to grow, to grow. Ashe, Ashe. Because where we at, we're about at 8 months now. 8 months later, 8 months now. Thank you for doing the math. I appreciate that. All right. Well, here we go. Here we go. Let's get into it. See, this is Friday, so Friday is as you know played. I forget what it's called. Oh man. Well, it's Friday is fun day. Friday is fun day. So we're gonna play it fun. All right. So let's see where we're going first. Where are we going first? Let's see. Let's check the comments and see how people are living. Happy Free Flow Friday. Free Flow Friday. Thank you, Feed King. Free Flow Friday. I'm telling you that stroke will do things to you. It will do things to you. Things you thought you knew. You have 1 second to be going to next. So thank you. Free Flow Friday. Appreciate you. All right. Let's see. Thank you to Fee King, who's inviting the world. He's inviting the world out here. Shout out to Gladys. Thank you for calling me hero. I appreciate it. And thanks for telling me that I inspire so many. Fee King, I appreciate that. Good morning. Good morning. Good Friday morning from the hills of Colorado. Well, the hills. I'll go with hills of Colorado. And all right. So there we go. All right. So now let's get into it. Now I have to do the dice. I have to do the dice because Linda will automatically roll a 3 if I don't roll the dice at all. So that has given me a new sense of responsibility in doing the dreams. I mean, doing the dreams, doing the dice challenge. It's giving me a greater sense of responsibility of doing the dice roll challenge. So here we go. Let's go. We want to compare our notes to her 3. All right, here we go. 2. So we saved you $1. We saved you $1. So today's day is $2. And remember, for those that have not been on here, and some of the people that you might be getting tagged by Fee, and so let me just explain briefly that the $2 is just a reminder to move that money. And I'm laughing because I'm laughing at me. It is still a reminder to me to move some money, move that $2 from your place where you would normally keep your money, your checking account, your savings account, out of that account to move it somewhere else, to move it somewhere else. And I'm telling you, I can't tell you how much of a reminder this is still for me. So this past week, I played the replay of Friday's episode. I played it again on Monday and on Tuesday. So I wasn't really doing the numbers, but but I I chose a number. Basically, I chose a number last night because I had not been doing the numbers. I had not been doing numbers. Me myself, I had not been doing numbers, and I was like, oh, I was thinking about it, not doing it. And so remember, this is a reminder. This is hard for me too. It's hard for me too. And so last night I was like, all right, Sekou, come on. Come on, Sekou. Let's go. So I chose the number 11 because, you know, rounding off. I chose the number 11. I transferred that to one place. Now, what I discovered in doing this is that you don't stay as closely in touch with your accounts as you would otherwise. If you do this daily, you will find out that you are much more aware of what's happening in your accounts daily. This is important because I mentioned this the other day, and the oh sorry, Faucet. What was I saying? Man, Free Flow Friday. All right, wait a minute. Man, I looked at a comment, and the comment distracted me from what I was about to say. Well, let me tell you the comment. All right. So what happened was Fee was telling me the same thing that I'm saying, that she hasn't moved her money in 7 or 8 days, and she's embarrassed and how she's gonna play catch up. And I was feeling the same way. I didn't tell anybody. I did not tell anybody about my lack of willingness in order to keep up, right? And so I appreciate that other people feel this too, because it's so easy to spend money when we got something on balance for, like you're buying something. But people, when you're saving that money, you are investing in your future. Ooh, what's that thing? Own your tomorrow. Own your tomorrow. That's by no, I can't remember. But it's a guy who has a brokerage outfit now, and then you can contribute to. Man, I gotta give y'all something. Wait a minute now. Let me tell you what his name is. Jeez. Schwab. Charles Schwab. You heard of him before. So own your tomorrow. Okay. All right. So I don't know what I was thinking about before I got distracted by B King having a similar feeling as I will. But let me just talk about this for a second, because it's easy to let it go when it's not immediately apparent. All right. So if you're just moving your $2 from your checking account over to another account, there's nothing there. There's nothing there to remind you. All right. There's no reward for moving it. Right? But you got to believe in the reward. You got to believe in the reward, because once you transfer your money over, right? Now you have money to transfer. You have money to invest, right? And then you can invest small bits of money throughout your financial life, let's call it, right? And I'm telling you, those little bits will add up. And look at me telling me, I'm telling myself, I'm telling myself because I miss some days. I miss some days. So anyway, I set aside my $11. Ah, finally got it. Finally got it. Let me just spit it out now before I forget. So Ameritrade. Ameritrade. I mentioned to you before about Ameritrade, right? Well, the reason that you don't stay in close contact with your finances, well, I guess it's not either or. It's like you spend more time checking out your accounts when you move something every day. You've got $2. You got to move $2. It's nothing but $2. But the fact that you went in to move those $2 means that you've got to pay attention to everything that's happening in your accounts. And so here we go. Here we go. I noticed a few days ago that my Ameritrade brokerage account had a. I want to get the name right. The name right. The name right. Oh, the name right. Can I get the name right? Can I get the name right? No, I can't get the name right. No. Oh man, I really wanted to be able to tell you the name. All right. I'm sorry. Man, I'm sorry. Okay, I feel committed now. I feel like I'm so far committed in my time because I want you to be aware of the the um, oh, I'm sorry. I can't find it. I can't find it. I wasn't ready to talk about it yet. So, okay. Anyway, it's called a crisis uh, a crisis money. I can't remember. But the point is, I'd never seen it before. Like I can't remember it because I've never seen it before. I was like, "What is this?" And it's kind of a polite a polite error message, a polite error message. It was just a slight thing, and so I didn't react as well as I should have. I didn't go, jump right into it, forward, forward, right? I just say, well, whatever this is. Then I called them. Listen, it is a real thing. It's a real thing. So I wish I could find you the name right now, but what it means is that I tried to transfer some money from my checking account, from my account, one of my main accounts, over into Ameritrade. All right, I'm trying to transfer money from my account over into my brokerage account. Right, I was trying to transfer $3. $3. $3, right? Easy money. Easy money. Well, apparently there was a fee that I missed. There was a fee that I missed. And so it tried to transfer $3 and only got $2.90. Right? Like missing like a dime. And because of that, they charged me as if I had a what's that thing called when you have a check and it doesn't go through. Well, anyway, you understand what I'm saying. They charged me as if I had a check didn't go through, and so they charged me the $2 plus $25. And I was like, what? What? And so before you get all up in arms about what's going on with my finances, let me help you understand something. That when you start playing with these things, when you start playing with brokerage houses and brokerages and things that have to do with big money, or it doesn't have to be big. Doesn't have to be big, but places where you put your real money, right? You've got to pay attention to them daily. You can't put some money in and then forget about it. You got to put some money in, and you have to invest on an ongoing basis. Right? So I've got to learn learn that as I transfer this money in, that I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. Right. So I could have checked that $2. I still can't figure out what that is, because that hasn't happened the whole time I've had the Ameritrade account. And I've had the Ameritrade account for a couple of years now. This is the first time this has happened. And so it makes me wonder what I did differently, what I did wrong. Right. But regardless, I've got to be in the habit of checking in to my brokerage account, because ain't nobody got time to be paying no extra money, right? To be paying no extra money. So I've called them a couple times between yesterday and today. I called them a couple times, like, hey, is this reversed yet? Because they're gonna reverse it, because it's my first time having such an error, right? So figuring that out. You've got to stay invested. You got to stay invested. Okay. So I guess that's it. I wanted to talk about it though, because if you are newly into one of these brokerage houses, the Charles, mm, mm, what's the guy's name? Again? Charles. I'm sorry. Charles Schwab. If you newly have a Charles Schwab account, or a Ameritrade account, or a Robinhood account, or Cash App, you're using the investing side, or Webull account, there's so many things now. So many different ways you can invest your money. But you've got to remember to check them. And the easiest way to check them is the Dice Roll Challenge. So all you got to do today is transfer $2. And in the process of transferring your $2, you're going to find something that's important to know about what's going on with your money, right? That's important. Okay, so, all right. We're disciplining ourselves to trust the law of money. Yes, we are. So let me just spark off this for a second, because it's like a couple of different phases of this. You're disciplining yourself to trust the long money, right? You've got to trust the long money, but you've got to believe it first, right? You got to believe it before you can set it aside. Like that's the hardest thing, because if you don't believe it, if you have not done the research yourself, if you've not gone down Google and looked at the different charts, if you've not done research yourself, you're not going to understand the charts. Now, I told you guys, I would have $50,000. $50,000. I would be sitting on $50,000 right now, if I had just kept the stock that my grandmother gave me. That's it. All I had to do was not sell it, and use the money to create an album. I still got to show you guys. But to create an album, and that album, nothing happened to that album. Right? But what could have happened is I could have had $50,000 just accumulate, just appear, just building upon itself. And then I could use some of that money against that $50,000. I could play off that money to do things with the album, right? Because I thought I was going to get that writing deal, and poof, Poof. But I didn't go through enough no's. You got to be willing to go through enough no's. You do. And I thought me becoming an artist was going to be like that, just like that, just real quick, just real quick. I was going to snap my fingers, create this album, and I was going to be on tour for the rest of my life. No, I'm not saying that I couldn't have made it. I could have made it, but I didn't understand how many no's you have to get through. You got to get through the nose, 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 and then once you've gotten through the nose, then you get the success at the end. So you got to be ready for that. And was I ready for that versus ready for versus having $50,000 in my account? Man, that's a big change. That's a big difference. It's a big difference. Okay, well, I know I wanted to talk about the bank, like checking your bank and the Ameritrade. But now that I talked about that, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. So yeah, I think I'm good. Let me see if I've got any other questions. Let's see. All right, I'm on it, ready to transfer. Got $2 on it. Vicky is moving her $2. All right, for the dice roll challenge. Amen. Amen. All right, so no, I don't have any more comments. All right, so I think that's it. I think that's it, y'all. Shoot, I thought that was gonna take me longer than it did. All right, well, hero news. So, hero news has been interesting, and let me read my quote that I can remember. Patience is inevitable. Suffering is optional. Patience is inevitable. Suffering is optional. I was talking to this guy at Kroger yesterday. This guy at Kroger was well, I saw him when I walked in, and as I was leaving, I saw him again. And I was plugging up the machine, the go-kart machine, and so I was plugging it up, and he asked me about my hair, and I was like, "What?" He's like, "How long have you been keeping your hair like that?" And I was like, well, since I had my stroke, it's popped out. It's popped out. I don't know how I've ever been able to cite me having a stroke as the answer to a question, but it was right there. It's right there. I said, "Well, since my stroke," and I was like, "Oh shoot!" I said from my stroke, but I did, and I told him, "Well, once I had my stroke, and you guys remember, my hair was so crazy because let me tell y'all something. Okay, let me finish the story, then I'll tell you something. All right. So I told him that my hair was crazy. I just let it grow, whichever, and then I started kind of shaving out the sides, just letting the top be what it is, right? And he was like, "Okay, I like that." And hey, man, you really doing good for your physical stuff. You're doing really good. I was like, "Thanks, man. Thanks. I appreciate that." And I appreciate that because how often per day does someone say, "Hey, yeah, ever since I got a stroke," right? But I said it, and it took us to a more meaningful moment between the two of us, right? And so that said, let me finish by saying this other piece. My hair was so crazy because it hurt. Yes, it hurt. My hair was so crazy that it hurt. Like when I touch the right-hand side of my hair, where my hair should be, it hurts. Still to this day. Still to this day. Now, mind you, I don't lean on any bartender. I try not to tell any bartender what we're going through. But I brace myself. I get in the chair and I brace myself. And I know once they go from the left side over to the right side, I'm going to feel it. I'm going to feel it. And just fading this out. Just fading this out. It hurts. And when I had my full hair, when I was just letting it go, just trying to figure out what I'm doing for me, what have you, I was just letting that pain like bite back a little bit, chomp back a little bit. So it wouldn't be as harmful, as painful as it was before. But every day, every time I go in for a haircut, I still have to deal with that pain all the way. Not just up here, down here too. And so I just want you to understand that people with strokes, or at least with me, there are lots of things, there are tons of things that you can't even predict that we're going through. So just give us a break. Give us a break. Like if you see us doing something strange, like you saw that I had accumulated a lot of hair, like it's not because I'm not thinking about it. It's because it hurts. It hurt to train my hair, to get my hair cut. And so yeah, just make sure that as you deal with people who've had a stroke, that you're considering all the options. All the options. All right. Okay. That's enough for that. And I just want to shout this out. Just thanks to Gladys for telling me a great message. Pay attention to your accounts. Yeah, I can't say it enough, because as I said, I had not had one problem with Ameritrade since the beginning for years. And so this thing that I can't remember the notice for popped up. It was very non-invasive, very polite, little ping, little ping. But that ping let me know, for real, like, yeah, you need to be aware of your accounts. And the easiest way to do that is to transfer $2 a day. Transfer $2 a day. Because when you transfer $2 a day, you're sure to notice some other things. All right. Well, today was an interesting free flow Friday. I got a lot of things, but I got through it. And I want to thank you for being here with me, for continuing to help me out on my path to keep growing and keep climbing as a man on this show, a man on this platform who's continuing to push on while he's recovering from a stroke. All right. I will see you next week. Keep doing, and remember that now is better than perfect. I'll see you next week. Later.